You want to talk about Mars? What do you got to say about Mars?
There's aliens up there.
Underground.
Underground.
What do you mean by aliens?
Either
You mean real life aliens, like with freaking fingers and feet?
Either bacterial life.
Okay,
Or
that's not aliens.
Oh, is it not aliens? Do you
Nope.
even know what the definition of aliens is? Not from a certain place.
Okay.
If they're not from Earth, then they're alien.
Okay.
Idiot.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Is
That's what you're saying.
Okay, so that would lead to a whole different conversation, which would lead to abortion, which would lead to all these bitch people complaining. Oh my God, no abortion.
Dude, we're talking about Mars, not
no,
fucking
but the abortion leads. I mean, the abortion.
Wait. How is
the
bacteria
leads to abortion? Because
bacteria
if
is life.
listen, if a simple piece of bacteria can say, "Oh, that's life," then a freaking simple little baby, little thing growing in your body, that's life. Sperm could be considered life. And therefore, if sperm, which could be considered a bacteria in some other place, can be life, then in Mars, that bacteria can be life. And that case,
what does that have to
and
do with
that
abortion?
no,
Exactly.
wait, that has nothing to do with
abortion.
abortion. That has to do with he's saying alien life. Then that would be.
We're not talking about exterminating
Okay,
it. We're
wait.
just talking about
there is
life.
What I'm
alien
saying is, if that's life and sperm is life, then in that case, abortion is wrong.
Okay, besides Jesse's
so he's eating cows. So he's cutting down trees.
Eating
so
cows.
he's even breathing, because sometimes we
I
get
don't
bacterial
fully-
particles in our noses and it goes through our lungs.
I'm honestly starting
Eating
to say
cows
that.
So basically,
wrong.
what you should say is, "Oh, humans should die. So we shouldn't exist."
Eating cows is wrong. We don't eat trees.
Yeah, I eat
no, we
trees.
don't.
I do.
What trees
What
do
tree
you
do
eat?
you eat?
That one tree, isn't that the palm tree? But kind of looks like it.
Broccoli?
No, you could
Dates?
tear the bark or whatever and munch on it.
I don't know.
Sugar
about that
canes.
Okay,
Oh,
but how do you?
palm tree.
Wait. If you're
How the hell
trimming,
did you go to
no,
palm
wait. If you,
It's,
if,
uh,
no,
it's
wait,
like bamboo, if anything.
wait. If you're trimming the
Moist
bark,
bamboo.
no, wait, listen. If you're trimming the bark, aren't you just eating the skin?
No, it's still
Yes, you're trimming
We're
the
talking
skin.
about Mars, dude. We're talking about Mars, not
Uh,
fucking.
There's life on Mars.
Okay, which
Bacteria
leads
is
back to my
Mars.
thing. I would consider bacteria.
No, but I think
I would consider bacteria in Mars life when people in the United States and in other countries consider a sperm life. Meaning that if you put a sperm.
So you're saying there is no life on a technicality of.
Oh, it's
Even
just because
sperm
No,
is
no.
not considered life.
No, meaning that if as soon as the sperm enters the egg, it's considered life. Meaning if you abort it, you're killing a person.
Okay. Here's what I say to that.
No, wait, stop. Let me write directly what he's talking about. I don't know if it's true, but the motherfucker Bill Nye brought this up,
You saw that too?
and he said that at the same time that one, it's not just. I don't know exactly how it works. Like, I've always thought that it was just one woman. The woman dropped one egg into her shit, and it was a fight to the finish for all the sperm. But Bill Nye said that no, it's not just one egg that gets fertilized. It's a shitload of eggs. So basically, a lot of sperm. No, okay. So let me just finish. Bill Nye said that a lot of sperm makes it to a lot of different eggs, but only one egg makes it to getting planted, or at times, I guess, one egg is split into two to make twins or whatever. But I don't know if it's true. I can't say if it is or if it isn't because I've never studied it. I'm only speaking to the same extent that you were talking to, that from word that's been passed down to word that I've heard. And
I wasn't speaking from word that's been passed down. I'm speaking from what I think.
So since
Well,
if you're
That's
saying,
my problem, is that I don't look up things. I think the way I think, and that's just the way I see.
so if a scientist said,
But even
if a well-scholared scientist said, the bacteria on Mars is life,
I wouldn't believe him. I would still challenge him on it.
and then he would say,
I would say,
But you're
I would say even though
tripping.
no,
No.
I would
If he
say
said-
even though you're saying
let me
everything that
finish.
you're
Can I
saying-
finish?
No,
Can
you
I
can't.
finish, please?
Even
No,
though
can I finish?
what
Then
you're saying
I'm
makes-
not gonna listen to you.
Okay,
No,
then
no,
as long as
look.
Stop.
even though what you're saying makes sense,
He's
I'm
like,
still gonna
"Hear
challenge. Even though I still what you say makes sense, I'm still gonna challenge you on it.
No. Let me
Because
finish. Can I
I'm
But
finish?
you're not
I'm
even.
too
You
dumb.
weren't even
Wait.
talking about life. We're talking about
I'm
just
too dumb.
water. 'Cause
I'm
what
too
do you
dumb
mean
to
water?
understand
Because
it.
if
So I'm
there's
still gonna
water in
believe what I
Mars, then there's
believe.
possibility of
Possibilities.
Yeah, possibility.
That doesn't
of
mean
alien
there
life.
are.
But I'm saying if a scientist says, oh, bacteria is life, but also an unborn fetus is also life. So you're saying if a scholar scientist says they're both life, you wouldn't say that bacteria life on Mars is life?
No, I would.
Or just because abortion is bad. Oh,
I would agree with him.
Stop fucking saying on abortion.
That's my point. If
okay, so what if they took life from here and they took it there and they made it? Would you say that's still not life?
No, that's what I said. I would agree with that.
You would say that was life then because it was taken from here to there?
Believe life starts at when the sperm meets the egg and they go into each other.
No, what if it's not sperm?
So you're saying wait. So you're saying a fetus is life,
yeah.
but bacteria isn't. Even though it's alive, it eats. It's survival.
No, that's not what I said. I said if they.
That's what it sounds like you're saying.
Well, because they don't consider
a
fetus life.
Who is they?
Scientists, everybody.
Science? I don't think so, buddy. It's mostly.
That's what Bill Nye said.
It's mostly Democrats.
I mean, he didn't say that. He didn't say that. He just said that.
I'm pretty sure that scientists.
He kind of just said that you can't be mad. He kind of just said that you can't be mad that people are aborting one baby when technically.
That's just opinion,
the woman's body itself is aborting a shitload of eggs.
But
that's just opinion.
That's not something she can control. That's something that just happens.
Yeah.
That's just opinion, though. Someone saying, "Oh, this isn't a life and this is a life." That's just opinion, though, about the fetus.
Yeah.
You saying that bacteria isn't actual life is retarded because it is alive.
It is life.
There you go, Mark. There you go. You just said Mars has life.
A single cell.
Well, no, they didn't say Mars has life. They said
no. I'm just saying there's a possibility. But if there's water, there's a possibility.
You know what I find funny about that though? That supposedly they're just confirming it right now. When there's this guy that's been around since the fucking like 50s, 60s, probably 60s, 70s, 50s, 60s, 70s, around there. Still to today, he's been saying there's water, there's carbon, the fucking atmosphere is made
okay,
out of...
look, that.
But has he been to Mars and proven and shown evidence?
Check it out.
Because I could say, there's aliens in another galaxy and nobody's gonna believe until I show proof.
Check it out. Apparently NASA came up with this plan. I forgot what the fuck it's called, but the cost of it was gonna be like 400 billion, and it was a plan over like 30 years. And this guy, okay, after Russia, or who was it, Germany or Russia that sent Sputnik into space?
Russia.
And then United States was like, fuck this, we gotta land on the moon. We gotta land on the moon. They did it within 10 years after they set the plan, they made it happen, they set someone to the fucking moon. So this guy's saying is, why the fuck are we setting plans to over 30 years, over multiple presidents, when the only successful plan that's going to happen is when it's under the same administration. Basically, under presidents can serve from 4 to 8 years. So that's basically the span of one president, possibility of one president. You can't. He says that you can't make a plan over the span of 2 or 3 presidents because as administrations change, views and ideas are going to change. So they're going to probably say, okay, this guy's going to say we'll fund it, but this guy's going to be like, oh fuck that, we don't got money for that. Let's go to war. So basically, NASA came up with this $400 billion plan, and and all it was is politics, because there's different sections of NASA, right? There's this sections that they all have jobs, right? So these guys build motors. These guys build fuselages.
NASA's the ones that created the cell phones, cell phone technology.
All that
all
bullshit.
This other stuff. It's retarded how NASA has.
Stop rubbing my nipples.
NASA has like a small percentage of the money that I used to have back in the space age when we were wanting to go to the moon. But yet the military, nope, nobody wants to go to the moon. That's the thing. The human pioneer, the human pioneer spirit has died.
No, why doesn't
Obama?
Why
all the money goes to the army.
Why doesn't anybody want to go to the moon?
Because they're retarded. They don't have the pioneering spirit. We can. We've been there before, and we can.
When do we go there? When?
We just in the 60s. Neil Armstrong was all.
And what happened after that when they tried to go back? What happened?
The aliens told them, no, the moon is our satellite. You can't come back.
Don't say the aliens. What happened when they tried to go back?
What happened?
I don't know. Tell me. You were there. Obviously, you were there. Tell me what happened.
Look, this is what happened. And
you guys got sidetracked off what the fuck I was saying, but I want to hear this.
This is what happened. And there's been astronauts that have testified that this happened. Okay, they tried to go back. After Neil Armstrong, they tried to go back. Okay? And what happened was the Earth is covered by belts of radiation. Okay, these belts.
Outer space has nothing but radiation.
Okay, cosmic
these
radiation.
belts.
What made the Fantastic Four?
Okay, these belts protect us.
Talking about the atmosphere.
Don't call them belts.
No,
the magnetic field, the atmosphere.
Are you guys gonna let me say it or not?
That's what it is.
Shut the fuck up. Okay, these belts of radiation protects us from the sun rays.
No, you're saying it wrong. The atmosphere protects us.
Dude, no.
He's kind of.
The belts.
Got magnetic
The
field
belts protect us from the radiation, direct radiation that the sun brings.
Sun. Yep.
Okay. It doesn't protect us from the 100% radiation, but it slows it down.
It's a filter, yeah.
Okay, then shut the hell up. That's what I'm trying to say.
I'm agreeing with you, yeah.
Damn.
We're agreeing
I'm
with you.
agreeing with you.
So there's
I'm with you.
I think there's seven belts. The point is, the last time that they tried to go back to the moon, they didn't even make it past the first belt. And yet, the people that were trying to go up said that when they closed their eyes, they were seeing like shooting stars.
I've seen that.
Okay, shut up.
I've seen that because you know why? You know why they say that? It's because they say that when those X-rays pass through your eyeball, it emits a light.
These shooting stars were going through their eyes.
You're experiencing radiation.
I don't care.
When you're outside those protection, when you're outside the protection, there's nothing but a constant blast of radiation.
You're bringing me to a different point.
Wait.
To another point. No.
Stop.
If we give NASA more money, they our technology would advance even faster and better.
No,
that would protect us from sun radiation.
Okay, the point is, after Neil Armstrong supposedly went to the moon, and we had better technology, he did not go to the moon.
I talked to him.
So,
he told me, hey, I went to the moon.
Be quiet, please, be quiet. Okay, after Neil Armstrong,
so what about the Mars rover? What about the Mars rover? It made it to Mars.
Listen to me.
Yeah,
I don't care about machines. I care about people. Okay, after these people went to the moon.
Even though machines are the future.
After these people went supposedly to the moon, and passed all these belts to the moon. Okay, they didn't experience these belts that these other scientists that saw. They said that when they closed their eyes, they saw that shooting stars were coming by, and that automatically it was too much for them, so they had to turn back. Why? They had better machines, better technology, and better equipment. Better equipment to make it to the moon, and they had to turn back. And Neil Armstrong and his people had cheaper equipment, cheaper technology, and made it to the moon.
You want to know why?
How is that possible?
You want to know why?
How is it possible?
Okay, let me ask you
They
this.
were bitches. They were like, well, I see shooting stars. Fuck those shooting stars. Let's keep going.
No, okay, let me ask you this.
These other guys were like, oh my god, I'm getting radiation. Let's return home.
No.
Okay, let me ask you this.
They weren't
so what you're saying is, by your logic, the International Space Station that's orbiting Earth right now doesn't exist.
People go, I can look it up right now. There's live video.
It's orbiting Earth.
There's live video.
Orbiting Earth.
It's
a low. I think it's called a low space orbit. I mean a low Earth orbit.
If it leaves the atmosphere,
look. If you can still see it, if you can still see it from Earth, like moving around like that.
The moon.
What about
the moon?
What about the guy that just skydived? What about the guy that just free fall?
He wasn't in space.
He was in the very lower outer limits of space.
Maybe low orbit. Yeah.
He was in the very low orbit.
He was in the first layer. He was in the first layer of Earth.
I mean, but what is wrong with? I mean, he got there with a balloon.
But he was in the first layer of Earth.
What's wrong with?
Well, once you're in space is when you don't have the Earth's gravity.
But you can watch a live feed from these guys in space right now.
He was in the first layer. They're all in
the ISS, or International Space Station.
In the first layer.
Okay, well, this brings me back to a point.
There's 3 layers.
We're obviously not getting past this.
We haven't passed this first layer. The guy that they brought in from Germany even said it himself. If you guys want to even make it past and go back and go to the moon, you guys have to build a spaceship. The spaceship has to be bigger than the Empire State Building, which was the biggest building.
Why would it have to be that big?
That was based on their technology back in the days when supercomputers were super huge. Right now, you could get a supercomputer the size of a regular laptop.
Do you know who Elon Musk is?
No. That is based on fact. He was so advanced in technology that.
Do you know who Elon Musk is?
I don't care who he is.
Do you realize that the United States has stopped funding to NASA right now?
It's like really, it's like 0.1% of what they used to give them.
It's nothing. Do you know that?
It's
really up to privatized space exploration to do it upon themselves. Me or you, if we had $1 billion,
if I had $1 billion, I'll give it to NASA. But like, dude, build something awesome.
Well, Elon Musk is people will say what people say about him is, do you want to learn how to make a fortune go away in a short period or something? I'm really way off of the way you say it, but basically, do you want to learn how to make a fortune disappear? Like there's a comment there, like to make make you think. Do you want to know how to make a fortune?
Give it a NASA.
Disappear. Basically, he was a guy that owned he created like PayPal or part owner, and then WinZip or something. One of those first like.
WinZip, whoa.
He was one of the creators of that PayPal. He sold it for like 400 million or 400 or maybe like 4 billion or 400 million, and he started SpaceX. Space exploration.
Yeah, I know space.
So he's one of the
wants to be a janitor.
Right.
They didn't want.
Yeah, I try to apply too. I wish I could apply as a maintenance or something there.
Yeah, that'd be awesome, man. Be like,
I used to go to Northrop and Grumman, dude. I used to see those fuckers working on satellites.
The one in Hawthorne.
Yeah, Northrop and Grumman.
I used to work right by there. If the military passed by, taking stuff, they would have it covered up. And if they would stop right by your station, and they would make sure you don't record. If you record, they would go to your phone, give me your phone, they'll take your phone, delete what you recorded, and give it back to you.
Same thing. As soon as we walked up to watch, there was because we used to work waterproofing there, so weatherproofing. So when they have leaks, we had to go in there in all the rooms and make sure there was no leaks from the rain. So we used to go in there, and when those engineers and everything aerospace engineers were working on the satellites and everything, there was these viewing windows. One guy would look up, and then he would tell the rest, and they would all stop working.
Damn.
Just wait to wait till we move on. They wouldn't work. Computers, you can't look at them. Just look at what your job is.
Well, I mean, because their technologies.
You have to have a back. Basically, for
more advanced. They don't want people to
make sure
the government's how many years in advance of us?
Like 20.
So back to my point.
Something crazy.
That this guy that looks like the guy from fucking Honey I Shrunk the Kids. He's an engineer. And he's had this plan since the 60s, 70s, 80s. He's been saying there's water on Mars, there's carbon on Mars. You can take this oxygen, you can make fucking rocket fuel. You could do it in 2 trips. And NASA made this after like a few years after he was talking about it. NASA made this plan that was this plan that they went super crazy. They tried to include every aspect of NASA to create this plan. And it was gonna be like $400 billion, and the president said, "Fuck, that's too fucking much." So basically, this guy's like, "Fuck that." He got together with like 2 or 3 homeboys. They remade a new plan, and they redid it where they weren't gonna include everybody because they didn't give a fuck about that. Like, why are we gonna include everybody? We're only gonna include what we need, the parts we need, and the material we need, and the people we need
Here's the
to go to Mars within 6 months versus where NASA was trying to go within. They were trying to make it like a 2-year trip to 1 year on the moon to build parts there, move it from there to Mars, ride around it, land one time, plant a flag, and come back. This guy's talking about, no, we're gonna go straight to Mars, land in 6 months. We're gonna land there.
They're gonna build a whole thing while going to Mars, no?
No. His plan was to ship everything they needed was gonna be built already. From taking the oxygen that's there, the carbon, the carbon dioxide atmosphere that's there, very low. They were gonna have machines they were gonna have a 3-part ship. One ship was gonna go before the people went. It was gonna go there, land with all the stuff. Land there with everything. Start converting like a year before. Start converting the atmosphere. This is not Christopher Columbus. They were gonna start converting the atmosphere into fuel. So the machine was already converting oxygen and fuel for them. And then so when they got there, they'd be there for a certain amount of time, and they'd be able to come back all for like $40 billion versus $400 billion.
That's a big difference.
And then so basically, like 10 years later, he's still fighting for the shit this whole time. NASA gets a new administrator or whatever.
That's because the thing is that we cannot fight for somebody that's outside our solar system. Anybody can claim the moon. Anybody can claim.
That's why they go planet. That's why they want to plant the flag on
Mars. Anybody
solar
can
system.
Claim.
Any of the planets we know, Jupiter, Mercury.
Yeah, this isn't outside. This isn't outside of our solar
system. We're still not in the stages of galaxies. We're still in our solar system.
We're still stuck.
What are you talking about? Star Wars? Isn't it based on a true story?
It is, but that's the ancient text from the book of.
Where did I leave off?
Talking about Elon Musk and how.
No, I was way past that.
No, because here's the thing
for
about
$40 billion.
Wait, hold on. Because anyone can say, I could say, oh, we can use water as a renewable resource or whatever, but nobody's gonna listen until I provide facts. The guy was saying, oh, there's water on Mars. There's water in Jupiter.
Facts actually don't convince people.
People are retarded though. People don't matter. People are gonna listen to whatever the hell Kanye wants them to think.
Yeah,
what matters is the scientists, the ones who are actually
that's how
the world leaders,
all these
the ones
countries
who
are
are
going
actually
into war and shit.
Exactly. Kanye says, "Oh, let's go to war." Oh, everybody wants to go to war. Screw that crap.
Kanye says, "Man, fuck Iraq." Everyone's gonna be like, "Fuck Iraq."
Exactly.
It's the Kardashians.
It might be.
They hold the power. You know they're behind ISIS, right?
I heard about that.
Caitlyn Jenner.
They use their booty when they clap.
Jenner?
It's like an atomic. It's like Morse code communication when they clap.
We'll attack this place right now.